It's been a while since a actual gaming product has really gathered my attention or gained my attention to a vast amount. I know a lot of people like to talk about the golden age of gaming is over, that all gaming now is terrible. I'm never in that opinion. I think that opinion is quite shit. I think people are just being negative, and they're very nostalgic about what was the past, and they can't accept the future. And I've never wanted to be one of the people. I've always been like, yeah, gaming right now just isn't hitting right now, but it doesn't mean that we're in a bad age of gaming. There's plenty of games going around that are capturing the zeitgeist with people in the gaming sphere. Elden Ring was a big hit a few years ago. God of War Ragnarok came around that same time. Spider-Man 2 was a big hit. Baldur's Gate. Like, there's been a ton of big things that have hit, and a lot of those have gained my attention, but not to like an amount where I'm like genuinely obsessed with it and love every second of my time and don't regret wasting a day gaming. It's been a while since I've done that, where I just wasn't wanting to just waste a few hours or with the boys or whatever. As more, because those times are more trying to have social life and enjoy the moment with them rather than the actual gaming experience. And it's been a long time. A game can make me feel that way in such a powerful way. And it's not even just one game that's done that lately. It's three. The Resident Evil remakes are so well made. I've never played the original Resident Evil games. I want to be very clear with that. Just because 1, 2, and 3 have this weird fixed framed style, and I'm not a big fan of that. It's never gonna happen with that because it's just, I can't with that. And Resident Evil 4, it's a little dated, it's a little older. Again, the controls are a little weird. I played a little bit of the original 4, so, but never felt like my cup of tea. I always enjoyed the idea of the zombie outbreak with these wild creatures. I'm not a big horror gamer, but Resident Evil remakes have revitalized those games and brought them to a new generation and made quality of life updates, and every single second of those games don't feel wasted to me. They're very short games, at least 2 and 3 are very short games. I think I completed my 2 run in about 2-3 hours of in-game time, and I think I finished 3 in 240 or something like that. They're very short games. And Resident Evil 2, I'm not a big fan of it as much as the other two. I think it's still a little rougher on the edges. I feel like the story is kind of blah, I guess. It feels like, again, I mean, it's supposed to feel like you're kind of just thrown into it. And I tried to play as Claire before. I got a little stuck before, and I started playing as Leon. I enjoyed it a lot more, but it's probably because I played 4 before this. I played this in basically backwards order, where I played 4, 2, and then 3. And I enjoyed that story a lot more. I enjoyed my time with it a lot more, and I felt just more vitalized. I felt like a lot happier playing it. I enjoyed every second of 2 that it had to offer, and that got better with 3. I mean, 3, it's less horror in 3, but more action-packed, especially 3 remake, and I enjoyed the characters a lot more. Leon in 2 is still very 2D. Same with like Ada. They're very 2D. They're not very like fleshed out, and I don't think that's the point of 2. I think the point of 2 is to continue the story of Resident Evil rather than start building these characters to what they are. But 3 takes Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 1 and builds upon it and gives us the new character Carlos, who's a nice character balance when it comes to like the rest of the squad. And Resident Evil 3 hit a lot harder than 2, more because I think Nemesis is scarier and freaked me more out than Mr. X, I think his name is. Jill and Carlos are a lot more interesting characters in 3 than Leon and Claire, and the story's a lot more put together, a lot more like streamlined, a lot better path. It just felt like an easier route to go down with 3 remake. And I had more fun with it. I can't lie. I think the controls in 3 are awesome. I think the boss battles, while repetitive because it's just Nemesis over and over again, are fun. They're unique. They're interesting, and God, are they weird? Not weird like as in like you're doing weird shit, but like Nemesis turns in from this normal dude you're facing to a dog at one point in time into this giant fucked up mess, and I love his design. And I don't know, three really was really good. I preferred it a lot more than 2. 2 and 3 are really short games, but I think they're impactful. I think they have a lot more to offer, a lot more juice than some games that are like 100 hours. Like I've played Persona, I played Mass Effect, I played a lot of these longer games, and I like those games a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like it's got much more impact or a lot more like intrigue. Because I can't tell you over the last week since I finished 2 and 3 and 4, where I've been watching videos, I've been catching up on lore, and I've been wanting to get into 7 and 8, but I'm kind of scared because first-person horror games always scare the shit out of me, especially because I tried 7 before.
Oh, fuck no you didn't. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
And it's just got me a lot more interested in those games. That's why I think these remakes are so impactful. Not only are they a graphical update and a quality of life update, but they also bring new interest from new people, from new fans. That like, okay, I never tried Resident Evil game. I hear great praise about it, so let's try 2, let's try 3, let's try 4, and I think that's one of the free done in all 3 of these games. And 4, I've always heard that Resident Evil 4 is like this genius masterpiece of horror video gaming. I never really bought it because when I played the original, when it got ported to PS4, I wasn't really intrigued. I just kind of was like, okay, whatever. But 4 remake, I don't know what the difference is. I really don't know. I can't tell you the differences between all 3 of these games, between the original counterparts. But 4 started to capture my attention and gave me everything, and it's just it is a masterpiece of horror video gaming that's mixed with this nice action set piece where I don't feel scared all the time, which allows me to play more of it, but also implements some of the scary parts of things, and it gets me to care about these characters like Ada, Leon, and Ashley a lot more. They get fleshed out, which they weren't in 2. Like they were basic 2D characters. They were these kind of shells of an outline of a character rather than an actual in-depth character. When 4 fleshes them out in a longer paced story than the previous 2 games, but it's more necessary when telling the story. And 4 is just a fucking good game, man. From the combat, from the boss fights to the story, it's all like this great mesh of things. And again, I played 4 before I played the other 2. Kind of. I played 4 before I finished the other 2, and 4 felt like I could keep up with it without being lost. Like there were some things they referenced, like 6 years ago in Raccoon City, that night in Raccoon City, stuff with not Wesker, Kruger, I think his name is, like the stuff with that. Like they don't explain it, and you don't need it, but you can still get the semblance of the story. You're not fully confused, and obviously you can go back and flesh yourself out with 2 and other stuff that are supplementary to that game. But 4, I can't explain how well it's made when it comes to things. It just captured me. Like it's in my top 5 of all time. Like I will put it on the side of the screen of like what my top 5 is, but Resident Evil 4 found its way in there after I thought, oh, this would be a nice game to like spend 20 hours and kind of like take up my backlog, because my backlog is really large and I need to get rid of it because I want to be like, okay, like I have all these games, I can't just keep playing the same old shit because won't play video games. I haven't played like video games constantly and consistently in a long time, and playing these Resident Evil games who've been my backlog for so long have got me much more interested in going back to the like Mass Effect, which I still haven't finished that trilogy, and finishing those games. And it's got me back into gaming to a point where it's become a hyperfixation at this point, not gonna lie. And I want to watch the movies. I own one of the movies. I own Welcome to Raccoon City, and I want to watch the other movies because I have no idea what they're about, and no, they don't, fully adapt the games. So I want to see what theirs are about, and it's gotten me so much more like, I'm so much more happy with the outcome of this little experiment of, hey, let's play 4 and let's spend 20 hours. And then I was like, okay, I really enjoyed that shit. Let's play 2. And I was like, okay, this isn't as great. And I was like, okay, let's play 3 because it was on sale. And I just enjoyed it more and more. I think that's something that's missing from the gaming space, is that people no longer just accept a game for what it is and no longer try to like delve themselves deep. They always want to find criticisms. They always want to find what's wrong with the game. They want to be that one guy on the internet who's a contrarian and who wants to be like, fuck you, the game you love sucks. No, I want to be a guy who loves things. I love things. I'm not ashamed to just love things that come out. Like, of course, there's stuff that I don't like, stuff that sucks. There is gonna be those things, but overall, I want to be the most positive guy when it comes to like watching a movie that's kind of shitty, but hey, I had a lot of fun watching it. That's a good movie to me. That's what I think is missing from the sphere of gaming and social media, is no longer talking about things as things we love and are fans of. It's more questioning people's fandom and questioning like where I can poke holes into things. But why do that? Why do that? Why just enjoy things and be friends with people who are in the fandoms that you are in the fandoms of? This is the thing I hate about the current sphere of gaming, and not only gaming, film and media in general, is questioning fandoms. If you like Resident Evil, I like you because you like Resident Evil. That's as simple as it gets. I'm not going to question how many games you played. I'm not going to question when did you play them. Did you play the original games? No. Just enjoy the product that's given to you, man. Just enjoy it. You're a fan. And I'm a fan of Resident Evil now, after this little thought experiment, and because I enjoyed these games. And they become a hyperfixation. Don't get me wrong, I'm really obsessed with what's going on in Resident Evil now, and I'm very happy about that. But I'm saying that people need to be fans of things because they're fans of things, not because they have this, they want to feel higher than someone else or feel better than someone else just because I've played more Resident Evil games than you. Fuck you. I could play one of these games and be a fan. Fuck you. Sorry about the little rant about the fandom, but like, it's how I truly feel. I want people to just enjoy things again. It's been a long time since I think I've had a full conversation with someone that wasn't in my small sphere, that was just like, I enjoy things, I'm a fan. And yes, there's problems with everything you'll play, everything you watch. There will be problems. Nothing is perfect, but there's no reason to, hate people for that, or, be contrarian because, like, oh my god, Amazing Spider-Man has this one thing that's not exactly like this one thing, so it's a bad movie. No, just enjoy things, man. I'm so much happier after I made that switch in my mind to just enjoy things and love things. Rather than just looking for every small detail I can pick up on. And yeah, I can do that when I'm digging deep into a film or digging deep into a game, digging deep into any piece of media. I'm going to pick at things. But right now, when I'm enjoying things like this, and I can turn my brain into, hey, I just want to enjoy this, it's such a better time. And Resident Evil has really shown me that, and shown me that there is more to enjoy when you're not picking at things. And it's opened me to a whole new world that I'm so happy with, and I hope that you guys enjoy the Resident Evil games as much as I did, or whatever, because goddamn am I in love with this game franchise, and especially these remakes, which brought me to 7 and 8 and hopefully 9 when it comes out. I'm a fan, and that's kind of what I just want to talk about. I just want to yap a little bit about the world of Resident Evil and how I'm already a fan.